This common mistake when tracking runs, I find, leaves people super vulnerable in defense. The defender will not catch up to the attacker if he ends up getting in behind with this mistake. So lads, I'm about to break it down for you and how to remedy this for you.
Griezmann, 3 men around him, and somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic opening, the drive back.
He's made himself the tiniest bit of space.
Almost feels like a bit of a time. Didn't really go for him. Oh! The display there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest.
We talked about AUSSIEFIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
The mistake I'm talking about is when you're tracking runs and the player, you guys, might be doing the right thing. You might be right stick switching to the defender, tracking the run. But what I find a common mistake, what happens is they usually slow down. And what they'll do is when they are alongside the attacker, they usually hold L2, R2 to slow down. And a lot of the time, if he puts that through ball through, he'll be very vulnerable because he's slowed down and he will lose the momentum of the attacker when he is attempting to track his run. I've seen this in my academy, which is the reason why I'm doing this tutorial, lads. I basically saw that a lot of my students on there were tracking the runs as I was starting to teach them to do. And as they were doing it, they were doing the right thing, right stick switching to the defender. But then they would slow down. They would hold L2, R2 and basically lose the momentum of the defender. And this is the mistake. It's losing the momentum. Because if the attacker of your opponent has the momentum over the defender, he will more than likely win that ball, win that chase after the ball when he gets in behind from that over the top or ground through ball. This really goes the same for anything with momentum. If you lose the momentum in terms of a touch when you're running one-on-one with a defender and you want to get there before he does, if you slow down by holding L2, then you're not going to get there before the defender. You should always commit, you should always attempt to use the momentum of your defender, whether that's tracking runs, whether that's winning the ball, and it's very important. So when you're tracking runs, I recommend just holding sprint. Hold R2, run alongside of that attacker up until he stops making that run. Okay, this is super important. Otherwise, you will lose out, you will lose the momentum, and if he doesn't over the top through ball, your defender will be in a very vulnerable situation, so he will have slowed down and the attacker will have an easy run in on goal. This was the mistake. That's going to signal the end of the episode. It's short and sweet for you guys, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm doing tutorials on Instagram and TikTok. Go and check them out, lads. You can also keep in touch with me. I'm also coaching one-on-one on patreon.com, so links are all in the description down below for that. But as always, I hope you have a good day. I'm out. Sayonara, au revoir, adios, salam, ciao. Goodbye.